Welcome to Toffee TV. This is my 3 things from Bournemouth 2, Everton 2. Number 1, frustration. No, it is frustration, but that isn't it. Number 1, I'm going to start with Richarlison. Let's start with him being absolutely brilliant in the opening 2 Premier League games. And in this one, he was decent. He was decent in that opening 40 minutes that he was on the pitch for. Showed some good touches, worked really hard, won a lot of headers. Showed like he was a real threat. I feel as though if he stayed on, he'd have caused lots of problems to Bournemouth, and particularly to the little blurt at right back Smith. But he was dismissed. For me, I don't think it was a red card, and I don't think it was a red card for the fact that Smith incites it. Nothing really happens. He puts the but I understand why the referee sent him off. But for me, if you're going to send one off, the other has to go. You cannot differentiate. You cannot differentiate there, because Smith was the aggressor in the whole thing. You can't go. You pushed your head forward, so you're off, and you started it, so you're sound, mate. It should have been red. For me, a yellow each. It was a booking. It was a booking because you can't do it. But for me, it should have been a red each or a booking each, and that was it. But what I will say on Richarlison is, we seen last week against Southampton where he was tackled in the first half and he didn't like the challenge, and the red mist come and he ran after someone, and by the time he'd got over to, I don't think it was Ward-Prowse, it might have been Burton, by the time he got over there, the red mist had settled a bit and he just put a decent challenge in, and not a reckless one. I think if he'd have got to the ball a bit earlier, he might have swung wildly, and then that would have resulted in either a booking or, something worse. And I think what he has to learn is he's going to become a target, because people are going to look at him and go, he's got fiery temperament and he's a top player. He's a threat. And if he gets at us, we're in danger. So you have to try and wind him up. You have to try and get him involved. And, it's all part of the game. It's not a nice part of the game, but it's a part of the game, and you have to accept that. You have to accept it, and he needs to learn to, really, he should have just laughed at the kid. When the kid's giving it all that, he should have just kissed him on the cheek or something, or just gone, see you in a minute, mate. Or next 50-50, wait. Perhaps if he learnt English, he could have been giving it the jabber, you know what I mean? I personally would have took the ball and megged him, because he'd had him on toast last season for Watford. He'd do it again. He's a piss poor player, him. That's Smith. But he didn't. He gave the referee an opportunity. And listen, that Probert doesn't need much to stitch us up. He hates us. He's a terrible referee. But Richarlison has to learn. Otherwise, he's going to be targeted. Secondly, let's move on from there. Let's move on to referees and officials, because they're pathetic. They're absolutely pathetic. This is the 3rd game of the Premier League season, and in every one of the games I've spoke about the referee. The first week, that balloon portion sends Jagielka off for nothing, allows Ruben Neves to move a free kick 6 yards forward, so just where he wants it. Surprised he didn't say to the ball, listen, move out the way, just let him have a shot. It was disgusting officials that day as well. Poor and pathetic performance from him. No consistency at all in that game. Jagielka said we were down to 10 men. Last week, Lee Mason was an embarrassment to himself. The amount of fouls Southampton got away with last week with players who were on bookings, and he just allowed it to carry on and carry on. Embarrassing. And then today, this clown has rocked up. All right, he evened up the Smith thing. He had no choice but to send Smith off. It's the letter of the law. Fair enough, he could argue that for Richarlison, but then Smith should have gone as well. But the penalties, there's nothing in it. It's not a penalty. And he couldn't wait to give it. And all right, if he gives Tosun the one in the first half, which I didn't think was one either, then he gives that one, you go, well, 1-1. And then he gave that one that wasn't, and he's give that one that wasn't, but he didn't. He waved Tosun's away, which you expect from Probert, and he couldn't wait to get that friggin' whistle in his mouth to give a penalty to Bournemouth. He couldn't wait to do it. So they're just piss poor. And again, I said it in the instant match reaction, it's no wonder we didn't have a single one representing us at the World Cup. It's no wonder, because they're just pathetic. They are on big money, and they can't do the job. They're incapable of doing the job. And the minute VAR gets here, the better. Because I can't wait. People can go on about it. It'll ruin it and it'll do this. Nah, mate, what it'll do is it'll actually get the right decisions. Now, you know what? VAR might look and go, Richarlison still has to go. He's been the aggressor. Fair enough. But I bet you Adam Smith would have gone as well. And then you'd have gone, dickheads, the pair of them. No need. Literally no need. The penalty, Tosin's, not a pen. Callum Wilson, not a pen. Proper decisions, the right decisions. VAR has to come in, and it's in our game actually on Wednesday for the Rotherham game, and it's got to come in the sooner the better, because I want the proper decisions. We've seen incidents already this season. Liverpool wouldn't have got a pen at Palace the other night because it never was a pen. You know, and there's lots of the things that have gone on that we've seen. You know, challenges in Arsenal and City the first week. You know, Jagielka sent off. Would that be? If it is, well then there's Czech getting sent. There's just too many things where referees just go, you know what? Today I'm just giving him a red. He only plays for Everton. It's a red card. You know, but hang on, whoa, he plays for City or Liverpool or United or Chelsea. Oh, no, not a red, I can't. I'll have too much spotlight on me. Nonsense. Need taking out their hands because they're incapable. You know, I wish I could earn 150 grand a year, I think they're on, with expenses, for being totally and utterly inept, because it's good. I mean, we've got politicians in this country that can't do the job and earn mega bucks. Referees, for me, are just up there with them. Absolute con artists. There you go. There's my whinge on referees. Third and fourth, finally, and this one hurts me a little bit to have to say it, but I'm going to say it. And that is, it might be time for Painsy to spend some time on the bench. Leighton Baines, I love him, but it may just be time for him to have a little bit of time out the team, possibly. I mean, against Rotherham, Lucas Dean's got to play anyway. He's got to play the whole game and get up to speed. But Bainesy today, the penalty and the equaliser even, you know, not. It's just, I don't know. It's just, for me, he's still an important member of the squad and he's still a really good footballer, but he's just got to be better. He's got to be better. We've got to defend better as a unit. And you know what, to be honest, it's all of them, really. I mean, I thought Michael Keane was very good. I didn't think Seamus Coleman was very good today. I didn't really think Mason Holgate, he was okay, Mason, but just a couple of things worry me with him sometimes. The losses of concentration on the ball and stuff. I think all of them as a unit, they've got to be tighter. They've got to be a solid unit. And when you go 2-0 up away from home, you should be able to defend them and get the win. And we haven't. We've blown a 2-goal lead. And let's be honest, they're not a fantastic side. So really, we've thrown it away. So Bainesy, maybe might be time to just switch it for a bit and see how we get on. Who knows? Or just play boss. That solves everything. That's it. They're my 3 things from today. Check out the instant match reactions me and Ped have done. Don't forget, Pedal have done player ratings. It should be an interesting watch, that one. The final word will be there Monday. Not sure. I'm not on it Monday. I'm not sure who's joining Ped on Monday. And look out for the rest of our videos. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. It only takes a second. And if you want more videos, join us on Patreon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you later on Toffee TV.